Okay, we're about to begin our first Mishnah. The way it works is I'm going to read through the Mishnah and translate. I will then go back and try to add further clarification of different terms and ideas so as not to be confusing. We'll take it nice and slow. We're on Daf Chaf Vav Amud Aleph. That's 26a. And our Mishnah starts off. And our Mishnah says, Adam Muad La'olam. A person is always responsible for their actions. Ben b'shogeg, whether they're by accident, ben b'mezid, when they're on purpose. A person is always responsible for their actions. Ben er, whether they're awake, or ben yashan, or when they're sleeping. A person is responsible even if he damages something when he's sleeping. Sime es ha'ayin chavero, whether he blinds his friend's eye. Vishibar et hakelim, or he breaks or destroys someone's utensils. Mishalem nezek shalem. He has to pay complete damages for his actions. Now the word shogeg means by accident. Accident, according to the Gemara, and the way we use the word shogeg, means that while you were involved in an action, you understood that there were risks in this action and this behavior. However, it wasn't your intention to cause those consequences, such as you're playing ball inside the house, and you know that if your friend doesn't catch the ball, or you throw it the wrong way, you might break something in the house. Now, if you do and break something, it was by accident. However, you were smart enough and you were aware enough to know that that was a real possibility. That's what shogeg means. It means you understood what the risks were. Something even more important, texting while driving. You know what the risks are. If you, God forbid, cause damage while you're driving, well, I know it was an accident, but you were aware of the risks. Ben b'mezid, on purpose, I think you understand that means it's premeditated. Now, when it talks about a person causing damage when they're sleeping, they're talking about a case of where the person went to sleep and he knew there was a valuable item nearby, and there was a possibility that while he's sleeping, he'll turn over and he'll knock over and possibly damage that item. Therefore, a person would be responsible for that item if he damaged it during his sleep. However, if a person was sleeping, and then another guy came along as a joke and decided to place a vessel near that person, and that person during their sleep knocked over that item and it broke, he wouldn't be responsible. So those are some of the ideas. And so those are some of the general ideas of the Mishnah, and we will continue learning the Gemara on our next video.